I've made women of the highest value question their worth. I spent years talking bad about my dad and my poems, only to grow up and realize that I am a lot more like him than I care to admit. I am a cold piece of work. I will carve my name into the warmth of your heart, only to leave you standing outside in the cold, tapping on the glass window that guards mine, dying to be the first one in as soon as I'm ready to open, but I never will. Instead, I'll spend years on my packaging while breaking you down, just so I never have to deal with the fragile pieces inside of me that have been broken. I've had a woman while having women. Like to consider myself a man of fashion, but couldn't tell you the brand of a woman's pants unless she showed me the interior of her denim. And I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and say, I'm not like the rest of the men. But the truth is, you will never fall in love with me. You will fall in love with my image.
Come on, Pete.
My potential is what will make you stay. I hate being judged, have a hard time receiving love, and I'm still working on finding me. I spent countless years with women, convincing them I was the one, only to abruptly leave them. Finally find a woman of my dreams, wake up every morning, look at her, look at my ring, and because of my guilt, I can't help but feel like God is teasing. Because it's hard to believe after all the lying and cheating I've done that he put one on this earth who still actually believes in me. Hi, my name is Prentice, and this isn't a poem. I'm just finally being honest.
I come from a tree of chromosomes who measure manhood by the amount of beer they can finish without vomiting. I often introduce myself like I'm the only thing standing between you and something better.
Let's go, Ru.
Hi, my name is Rudy. I enjoy frozen yogurt, people watching, and laughing for absolutely no reason at all. See, but I don't allow myself to cry as often as I need to. I have solar power confidence. I have a battery-operated smile. My hobbies include editing my life story, hiding behind metaphors, and trying to convince my shadow that I'm someone worth following.
Come on, Ru.
I don't know much, but I do know this. I know that heaven is full of music. I know that God listens to my heartbeat on his iPod. It reminds him that we still got work to do.
Women think that I buy them shoes to spoil them. It's to replace the old ones from all the eggshells that I make them walk on. I'm sorry. But I told you that I wasn't a picnic. You should have checked your other options. Do a background check on my breakups. My words do more damage than the physical abuse that I was accused of.
Come on.
I'm a vampire that writes broken promises in poetical forms in front of mirrors, not afraid to see my reflection, because I can't see me. So how do you expect us to see each other together? Baby, it had nothing to do about the excess weight that you put on by carrying my burdens. I was just waiting for the right time to break your heart, which is normally when you give your heart to me. And after all these years of praying, you would think that I'd be asking for forgiveness. I was just looking for my next prey. She's probably that fine-looking individual who hasn't had her father in her life long enough to warn her about a man like me. You don't need to know my name, because we won't be together long enough for you to curse it.
In the second grade, I knew a girl named Kizzy. She was midnight brown, had two long braided ponytails with bows at the end, and she had a smile. I swear she had a smile like a carefully broken mirror. She was beautiful to look at, but danger was sure to follow. After telling me to drop my pencil under the table so that I could look under her dress, she quickly raised her hand to tell the teacher that I was being the pervert.
In the third grade, I knew a girl named Megan.
Megan.
With fiery hair and earth-colored eyes. She promised me garland from her father's tree before winter break to prove how much she liked me. I got a piece. Rick got the whole string. To prove she was still mine, I vowed to give her her first kiss while waiting in line at the water fountain. Startled, she stepped to the side. I slipped, landed looking up at porcelain, a pair of bony knees, and what my dynamic with women would be for the next 20 years.
My high school sweetheart, who I never cursed in front of, always walked on the side of the streets where the cars were, opened every door, called her parents long before I ever called her to ask if it was okay to date their daughter, left me for a man who called her out of her name as if he'd never loved his own mother a day in his life, and still.
Decades later, I have yet to learn how to trust women. To all the young boys who think it a good idea to emulate me, don't.
There is nothing safe about a guarded heart. It makes it far too easy to forget how quickly a human can become a wrecking ball.
How a raised voice, an open chest, or a clenched fist can become agenda lesson.
And I have spent my entire adult life trying to prove that I am not one of them, that I am somehow better, a good guy,
when I am nothing more than a devilish smile spray painted the color of trustworthy. Dear,
you deserve
so
much
Please
better
know that
than
I am
me.
missing a gear, a kick, a switch. I'm sure I paid it as a ransom to escape the children's home, the south side of St. Louis. I am always on the defensive. The blessings. They feel like tricks. Far too many smart and beautiful women that want nothing but to be good to me for it to be real. What I say is a skill. A sharpened tongue trained for battle. I can talk all 8 puppet strings into you, bite one, leave you dangling, wanting to fall and hang on at the same time.
See, I have gotten real good at masking the blood that slowly dripped from these fangs. You won't know how much of a wolf I can be until the day I am nearly done gnawing at your ribcage. The only difference between me and those men who decide to put their hands on women is at least they have the courage enough to show you exactly where they leave their scars.
I have hung heavy burdens on the songs of women, altoed their sopranos, devalued the values of Southern belles.
There is no jail time for the way I can wreck a woman, how I could psychologically mess you up and make you feel beautiful at the same time.
The only reason I'm a free man is because the men who penned the Constitution didn't think that breaking hearts should be a crime.
Guess they knew a Megan too. I've used feminist theory to break more hearts than I have stereotypes. I've gotten real good at accomplishing goals in my life, of moving from one level to the next. What made you think a relationship with me would be any different? I broke an amazing woman so beautifully once that the rest of her could have easily been put on display in a museum.
Come on, man.
And perhaps that makes us the worst of them all. Hi, I'm Javon, a recovering sexist.
And honestly, it's not that I don't trust women, it's just that I don't trust myself.
I have a hard time admitting that I have yet to undo all of the social training that taught me all of the ways I'm superior to women. Hell, even this poem reeks of all the ways I feel I am superior to women.
I'm taking this recovery thing day by day.
I have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so these days I'm listening twice as much as I talk.
I have a rule about tattoos. Don't ink it unless you mean it. That's why I don't have any. Can't tattoo caution tape over everything you think you like about me. You will love me. I will not love you back. I can't. I'm too scared to be wrong.
Or weak.
Or hurt.
Too scared to fight for something that may not work.
I am stitching together the fabric of the broken pieces in me.
I am still learning to be more heart than I am hammer.
This is my 12-step program.
Thank you for loving me back onto the wagon.
I apologize for healing in front of you.